allowed the children. It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo.
Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Mayegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me. Please read beyond the description of this broadcast. Read the description as well. Read beyond caption, rather. Like the broadcast, then share it. So invite your friends and not so friendly friends. Tell all of them that Mayegun today. Consider this session on Mayegun's Diary Politico tonight. Consider it as a catch-up, update, and some other gists that are relevant, worthy of your time. Please read beyond the caption. Invite those who should be here. Local government autonomy, subsidy removal, student loan, and all other scams. I think you deserve an update. We all do. The Nigerian House of Representatives are about to criminalize self-determination. But today, so good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us this moment. It is Mayegun live. Thank you. I miss you too. Right. Today, thiefnubu called for what they call the Council of State meeting. And Council of State meeting is pretty much like the highest, level of the establishment, so to say, because in that Council of State, you will see your bishop, your sheikh, you will see your royal fathers, you see past presidents, governors, and all these guys. They are all welcome to the Council of State. It's like Council of State, like people who actually decide what happened in Nigeria, kind of. So whenever they come together like that, it's meant to be an opportunity for them to advise the government of the day, like, we need to kind of slow it down in that part too. We need to cut it down in that area. The country is steering up. That stuff, right? But pretty much not what this one is really doing, okay? So Koolu called them today just to brief them about the state of, So after the meeting, they said they gave Koolu pass mark, votes of confidence. That means, yeah, majority of you may not understand what Koolu is doing. However, he told them and they believed him that he is doing fine. And who are the prominent attendees? Bokwari was there. Good luck Jolantan was there. Obankparo was missing. Okay. Then, some other state governors. Also, today, the Nigerian House of Representatives, they have started a bill which has passed the first reading, going on to the second reading. And that bill is to criminalize self-determination campaign. Do you get that now? Or anyone promoting what do you call it? Tribal agenda, kind of. I don't know what that means, but I kind of got the first one, which means you can know, if they make it law, that simply means people like myself will go to jail for 25 years, okay, for agitating for the sovereign nation of the Yoruba people. Sure you get, and everyone else, all of you, the Biafrans as well, you will be jailed, right? And self-determination is a God-given right. In a democracy, it is allowed, which simply means give them referendum. And then if the majority says they are staying, fine. Doesn't ignore or cancel the right of those who wants to. Or jail 25 years when they are pardoning terrorists in Nigeria, where they have a program called, there's no law backing it too. They have no law backing that too. But They have a program that is rehabilitating terrorists in Nigeria, as long as they can swear by the Holy Quran that they will no longer go back to terrorism. And that's all that it takes. Repentant terrorists. No court trial, no law punishing them, no jail time. And these are murderers who are still murdering people. But again, the National Assembly of Nigeria, that doesn't really represent Nigeria or Nigerians. This is the creation of the establishment. One of the reasons why Nigeria is not, it's never going to work. So people are already pushing that, listen, all these things that you are trying to make laws to stop people, right, who are already so marginalized and completely out of this your Nigeria, except for those of you who are either benefiting now or waiting to benefit. The real people, including the people in the establishment, knows that listen, a lot of people have disconnected completely from this contraption. And the only way we can get to know who is who for what is to call for national conference. Let everybody, even those you that love one Nigeria, you have the chance to vote for one Nigeria. Me, we know one Nigeria, I will have the chance to vote for, my own nation. That's what it's called. Why are you criminalizing it? When you're criminalizing it, then you radicalize people. And then, they pick up arms. And then there is what? There is lawlessness everywhere. Politicians who create problems where there is none. Then they will say they want to find the solution. Their solution will further create more problems. So they will then have to set up committees that will now look into the problems that they have created. Simple thing. Everybody is trying to beat about it. I'll come back to that. So, after the End Bad Governance protest and how thiefnubu and his gang waited it out, there seems to just be like business as usual. Let things continue. We've told them they would need to give us time. So yesterday, they sent this lady. I don't know if you remember her. Okay, I will remind you, don't worry. She's that appointee of thiefnubu that was supposed to be serving NYSC National Youth Service. But she has been appointed as minister or so, right? Therefore, as a personal assistant to thiefnubu. Now, she has breached the supposed civil service law or wherever, right? That says before you get appointed into, you must have served Nigeria. So they said, no, she is not a full-time appointee of thiefnubu, that she is doing an internship, which means she is serving NYSC right now with thiefnubu for 4 years. I think she's a minister. Her name is Musawa. So this is where we're going to start from this evening, okay? Which is how thiefnubu and his team are moving on to what happened today. Let's go.
Before I answer, because you asked a question, but it was, I think, that twofold. The unity aspect that you speak about. So let me address that and then come back to the last part that you spoke about. I think the unity aspect in this ecosystem or within this space is not a problem, because what you do find is the one thing that really unites us as a people is our arts. Is our music, is our fashion, is just our expression as a people. So for me, I do not find that divide when it comes to addressing people within this space. Perhaps being the Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economy, no matter where I go, because the issue of music, it resonates with people, no matter what community you go to.
Yeah, but after the music concert's over, they'll come out of the music hall and then become themselves again.
But you were talking about how I deal with it as the unity aspect. What I find is wherever I go, I have that acceptability because I'm representing a part of Nigeria that resonates with Nigerians generally. So that part of the unity is not something that we have a problem with, and I want to leverage on that to see whether we can tap and cultivate this space to bring more understanding and unity for us as a people of 240 different diverse tribes and cultures, right? And languages, that part. Now, the other part that you spoke about the fallout, so to say, of the protest or what have you, what I think is this area, again, this space of the creativity and the space of the culture is the one language that will be able to, again, speak to the people. Because what I've found with the protests, just sort of trying to examine it myself, is I've found that there was a sort of language lost in translation. The government was saying one thing, and the protesters, to me, was actually saying the same thing as the protesters. But the way it was being said, it seemed as if it was two separate things. The government is very concerned, obviously, about creating a better life for Nigerians. That is why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has dedicated a large part of his life to the betterment of not only Lagosians, but now to Nigeria. He did not give himself to Nigeria and go into a long trajectory of politics just to fail. He is here to be the best president that Nigeria has ever had. So all the policies that he has brought up, all the different initiatives are to provide a better life for Nigeria. Nigerians, or rather the protesters, were asking for that better life. But there was a sort of barrier in communication whereby it felt as if the protesters were asking for something and the government was not listening. But we are listening. The president does not sleep. He is a man who works literally 24 hours trying to find a way to reduce food prices. Even today, in fact, I was talking to a number
That's the Federal Executive Council meeting.
Again,
right.
the Federal Executive Council.
Right.
And again, many of us were discussing the issue of bringing down food prices. And I know, because I do wear my burqa and go into the market, that the food prices have started coming down now. So you're looking at the ministry is trying to maximize production. A number of initiatives, palliatives. I know palliatives do seem like a short-term solution, but the government has had to roll out these palliatives to try to bring as an emergency sort of response for the pains that Nigerians are going through, and then coming up with different long-term solutions for what we think would give a better life in terms of reducing food.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
Sorry about that. I know that is one thing about thiefnubu and his gang, okay? Sometimes they will make you question what is she talking about. Like, okay, it is the harvest time that those who manage to cultivate any little piece of land, it is the time they are already harvesting. So which simply means, of course, there are some certain, food, what do you call that, really, really going to come down, like vegetables, like pepper and all of that stuff. People are like harvesting now. You know what I mean? So they will tell you that, for example, when you see stable electricity partly in some part of the country, and be like, man, this government is working. Oh, they started giving us over 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And some will be like, but you know that you are in the rainy season. I'll be saying, but sure, you guys, so politicians ride on that as well, not because they are doing anything. So thiefnubu and gang, give them rice if they are hungry. Share some money. if they want to go and buy anything else themselves. And then just wait it out. So you see those of you who are actually like having to do the day-to-day, buying and selling and all of that stuff, right? You will be the one to now be like, what are you talking about? Like things are coming down. What are the things coming down? What are, And the only thing that could really bring things down in that place is the reduction in your, what do you call it? Well, it is called return of your subsidy, which they claim they've removed, but they are still paying. They decide, yeah? So yeah, people like Musawa, she's good in the UK. So I hope you probably know that. Yeah, her dad is one of those Jibu's conflict for jihad, Islamic jihadist of that northern Nigeria. Her dad is very old. I think her dad is about 90 years or something. Go and search for Musawa. You'll get to see her dad. So it was her dad's slot that they gave her. That's how she became a minister. She's well read, I believe. She's good in the UK. But the job right there is all for them to, jump into the bandwagon of the propaganda. Their education is not to better Nigeria. Okay, if you begin to look at she was talking about unity, using music. Let us go and dance to Davido, and then all of the musicians from everywhere. Pay them, let everybody dance up and, jubilate and go. And then we just feel so united. These are the ideas. Human capital development. To them, not that they don't know, by the way. Sure you get, okay? There are many other factors so that they are they've dipped their hands into. That will keep like 90% of Nigerians, born or yet unborn, in the perpetuity of poverty. There is some factors to that one, okay? But in order to kind of come to you and make it look like they are doing something, I told you this, right? Economic saboteurs. The difference between thiefnubu and the likes of Jolantan, Bokuwari is that when thiefnubu, like using the Lagos template, when he gains power, he owns it. He owns the state. He owns the country. Now, well, he owns the state. Now he owns the country. You see, every one of them that is working for him, each person, to every whatever appointment he gives to them, they all have one simple strategic job to do. How to make sure that thiefnubu's presence and thiefnubu's control is totally established there. You've seen that of the central bank, Abi. So Musawa and gang believes that thiefnubu's policy of sharing rice, money, not policy-wise, okay, it's believed that what we build or what is building your future. So yeah, let's go back to that Abuja, where thiefnubu had Jolantan, Bokuwari, even Salami, the others. The arrival, the gathering, and then the exit. I put all of that together here. So let them be that. So that was just it to say, oh yeah, I like that. And they're like, you are doing very good job. We are behind you, continue. Then, that same time is signed into law. Yes. The salary increase for the judicial workers. 300% salary increase. That will automatically give the Chief Justice, whoever is the Chief Justice of Nigeria, can now go home from 25 million a year to somewhere around 62 million a year. That's just the basic salary. Then allowances, extra code this or that, training this, card this, all those allowances. Now, the Chief Justice, they usually go home with about 70, 75 million a year, will now be going home with between 230 million to 260 million naira a year. I mean, inflation is everywhere though, right? Because you can't really compare 72 million naira in 2015 and 72 million naira now. Obviously, yeah. Okay. So yeah, they got that. Then they turn around that thiefnubu should go and commission 30 CNG buses in order to ease means of transportation for the poor. 30 for 36 states, 774 local government areas. They send a first batch.
Mr. President will cut the tape and inspect the vehicles. Your Excellency, Mr. President, has just completed the inspection of the hybrid CNG buses.
It is a great inspiration for me to receive these buses on behalf of the government, making a significant innovation to transportation system. Utilizing natural gas to power our transportation industry is the next way to go. For many countries, especially Nigeria, with our own gas, if we work harder, be productive and innovative, it is an economic necessity that we should embrace. I noted the recent yearning of many ordinary Nigerians on transportation. I thank Innocent Motors and others who have been committed to change this narrative in this country. If we can enhance our energy competitiveness and bring about transformative changes like this, we would definitely be able to achieve the prosperity that we are working hard to accomplish for our people. These buses, along with the CNG and being convertible, is very encouraging and promising to enhance our transportation system. Countries like India have mandated CNG for all commercial vehicles since 2004. And in Nigeria, commercial vehicles make up about 80% of our petrol demand, costing us trillions of naira each month. The solution is here. We have it. We will work on it. We promise you, definitely, things will get better. Prosperity will be achieved. Thank you very much.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people.
Like, these are not brand new buses. 30 buses, like all those campaign buses. They usually run on diesel or maybe petrol. The Innocent Motors decided to convert the engine from diesel to gas. And they moved them to Abuja for thiefnubu. So he donated them to government. Like, this is everybody who can no longer afford petrol. You can just bring your car. Let us change it to gas for you. And that is what they are launching as thiefnubu's initiative on CNG buses. Like, I was thinking they were going to build brand new Nigerian-made CNG. I have seen them. They are converting Korokwe, Keke na Pep, who are using a petrol. They are changing that to, gas, something like that. You get? I thought they were going to build Nigerian-made cars that are running on gas. Maybe they will not go there. A little girl that witnessed the End Bad Governance protest, she's 13, happened to call into one radio program in Nigeria. Listen to her.
I want to talk about all those politicians. I want to tell you the reason why they go silent. Because the reason why these politicians are going silent is because they are all guilty of what is happening in this country. They have already collected their share. They will go on exile. 4 years' time, again, they will come and collect their share and go on exile again. That's why, personally, I have decided that when I get to university, that I'm going to study politics. Because all these people, they have suffered us enough. And they must pay for everything that they did to
Madeline, how old are you, Madeline? How old are you?
I'm 13.
Oh, okay. You want to study political science in school?
Yes, sir.
I think you...
Then I also want to greet Mr. Asore. I pray that God will continue to protect you from all these vicious dogs that are out there.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure, that's a 13-year-old Madeline saying she's praying for you on air. I don't know if you heard her. You want to say something to her?
I heard a lot and play, and you know, even though the last 10 days has been pretty mixed, I think she just put a little smile on our faces, and I wish her the best. This is the right time to start. Right. You know, at 13, to be politically conscious, to understand that you need a country to save and take back. I wish you the best, and hopefully, people like you, with this passion, this raging passion for a better country, would have a chance not to be an absentee politician in the future, since you want to study politics, Madeline. And I wish your entire family good morning.
I want to talk.
A 13-year-old politically conscious girl. She's aware. I mean, you have a generation, that's what Princess usually say. I think she calls them Gen Alpha. What do you call them again? These are the children, the generation born in the age of internet and social media. So they can choose to be dumb if they want to. And they can choose to be politically conscious than their own parents and grandparents, those who are living the fight for self-liberty, right? They are living the fight to this younger generation. And they are becoming politically conscious. They are not going to be deceived by your God. Do you understand? You are not going to scare them with your guns and all those things that their parents bowed for. This generation are they are coming for you. And that's why I've said this many times on this platform, that there are many, many Nigerian criminal politicians today that by the time the bell ring or sounds, some of you are dead. You'll be grateful that you are dead. And it's not going to be a long time. It's not going to be for long anymore. Well, moving from that little girl, I am going to, take us a little bit into something before we go back into politics. Last week, Emeka Anyauku, the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, a very old man, I think he's about 90 now, led a group of other establishment pensioners to go and see the druggy Koolu to tell him, listen, this country is tearing apart. And maybe now that somebody like you that we believe was a democrat, not a dictator, can use this your position now to call for national dialogue in this place, where every part of Nigeria, everyone can come together and decide on a single constitution that truly represents them. They call it People's Constitution. So this is a copy of that gist. I just want it to be on record, like proper one. I've got the full one, please.
We've had a very constructive meeting with the President. We, the Patriots, and I believe you know what the Patriots are. The Patriots are a non-partisan group of eminent Nigerians. Some call us leaders of thought, who are committed to the unity of our country and good governance of our country under a legitimate people's democratic constitution. So we came to convey this view that Nigeria needs a people's democratic constitution. Nigeria, we affirmed to Mr. President, is a pluralistic country. And you know that pluralistic countries exist all over the world. Those of them that addressed their pluralism by having true federal constitutions have survived. The example is India and Canada. But those pluralistic countries that failed to address their basic challenge of pluralism through federal constitution have ended up disintegrating. Examples of that are Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, and here in Africa, Sudan. These countries existed, in the case of Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, for about 100 years as one country, but they eventually disintegrated because they could not manage their pluralism through truly federal constitution. And we put some proposals to Mr. President. And we urged him to send a president's executive bill to the National Assembly, a bill that will call for two essential measures. One, the convening of a National Constituent Assembly to be mandated to produce a new draft constitution. And we suggested that such National Constituent Assembly should consist of individuals elected by the people on non-party basis. Say, for example, 3 individuals per state, per each of the 36 states, and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory. And they should be mandated to produce a new draft constitution. And we also suggested that in the bill, the National Assembly should be asked to legislate for a national referendum, because as our laws stand at the moment, we have no provision for a national referendum. And we concluded by saying that the draft constitution to emerge from the Constituent Assembly should be subjected to the national referendum in order to give the peoples of Nigeria a chance to determine their new constitution. We also talked about the current crisis of protests throughout the country. And we suggested, advised the President that in our...
No, he spoke a lot. But the part I wanted us to have in the diary has been spoken already. Yeah, that's that's a peaceful way of deciding who still want to be part of this contraption or not. I mean, that's the easiest way to settle it. I have made that same proposal from this platform. A lot of people have made similar, but there are others who have been very much so honest and straightforward that, listen, when you think logical, or when you want to use a logic to process issue, please don't try to use logic when you are trying to deal with Nigeria. Because listen, this proposal has been the regular proposal even by the likes of thiefnubu and gang. It's always been a proposal. We need this, we need self-determination, self-rule, self-this, autonomy, restructuring, and all those things they've pushed in the past. But the problem is this. Who's going to do it? The ones that killed people to become principal officer of the National Assembly. Would they be the ones to help us scrap the National Assembly? Would thiefnubu that spent trillions of naira to buy all institutions just to become your president? Is he the one that's going to sign it and say, all right, take all of that away from me, and let us go and do another constitution that is going to possibly just tear everything apart and everybody will go their separate way? Okay, let's do it. Do you see the dilemma? So that's why those who always feel like it's nonsense, it's waste of, is because they know that common sense no dey work for Nigeria. And that is why Nigerians, right, are not used to, doing things that way and say, okay, yeah, let's wait it out and let's just follow the process and all of that. No. That's why they would prefer just anyone or someone, okay, who can dare or do the unthinkable. For example, let somebody just emerge with a very massive army right now and then put a video on the screen and say, and put all these guys in handcuffs. Yeah, Akwabiole, Abbas, thiefnubu, Shitty Man, their wives, their children, wherever they can find. Some of these guys, put them in handcuffs and line them on their screen. Half of the entire Nigeria will queue behind that person before they even get to know where is he from. Is he Hausa? Is he Yoruba? Is he Igbo? Before they even question that. Put there all of them, because right there, that is something that so many people believe that it is unthinkable, it's undoable, except somebody who can. So they don't believe that there is a system that can put all of them in cuffs for all they have done. Nigerians don't believe that. It's never going to happen. Never. The only way is if somebody just come, just kill them. Hey, that person, yeah, you have done the unthinkable. You are going to be our leader. Sort of. It's a tough one, isn't it? Right. So those old men, they're proposing things that I know you may not really kind of like them. That's all right. That's how it's done. Nigeria is a place they forced all of us together, right? And as as a business entity that they put together as well, right? So those in charge, they are not interested in us. They're not interested in all this, whatever you call it, the division and all that, because the division is their making. It is not because you and I can't talk to ourselves and listen to ourselves. If you have to do that under a peaceful atmosphere, the politicians will lose their power, because around that time you realize that what you are suffering from, your brother is suffering from it. Your neighbor is facing the same thing. And this time around, you can imagine what it is like, the way it is for you. You can imagine what it is going to be like for your neighbor and people around you. You won't even care about where they come from, right? Yeah, you'll be able to kind of discuss how the policies of government affects you, not those in that government. And by so doing, you are going to take away the power from the politicians. So they don't want that. So all of us continue to argue and attack ourselves. And if we have a chance, maybe kill ourselves some more. In that division, lies their strength and power. You see that all the time. It's just so unfortunate that, people have been so conditioned to never reason along this line, And that's what will take us to Rivers State. In Rivers State, they've started their wahala again. First, this guy said, Wike's men, they came to come and bomb their own secretariat simply because with the Wike and his gang, they are aware that there's possibility that Fubara and his men are going to go onto that platform, APP, to run for the local government elections, right? They haven't openly said that yet. But why is APP being attacked, bombed? 2 days ago, their secretariat was bombed in Rivers State. So we're going to start from here, the wahala there, because this afternoon, another court now dismissed Tony Okocha. Tony Okocha is the APC chairman in Rivers State, okay? But somehow, he's loyal to Wike, who was a PDP governor and a minister now, okay? So Tony Okocha came into the picture when 27 House of Assembly members who are PDP members, right, claimed to have decamped to APC. Then went to court when they lost their seats and said, no, we did not decamp. And I said, but you were holding a ballet, you were holding broom with APC. I said, no, that was just an event. So Tony Okocha said, no, they haven't really decamped. Now today, a court has removed him, which is kind of like a big blow to those who are from Rivers State politically, right? So it's kind of like a big blow to whatever where the Wike was cooking with thiefnubu and his men. Which are complicated, Sha. So let me move on, Tangulam. The APP guys, after the attack on their own party secretariat.
Meet you, sir.
Okay, my name is Uche Nade. I'm the national chairman of Action People's Party, APP.
All right, sir. We've come today to see that this particular facility was attacked yesterday night. What do you have to say about this?
It's really a sad day for democracy. We condemn it in its strongest term, the act of bombing our Rivers State chapter secretariat. It is a heinous act. It is an act of terrorism. It is a treasonable act. We thank God Almighty, who even spared the lives of our members. Immediately they left after a strategic meeting in the dead of the night. This heinous act was carried out. God spared the lives of our members, that we did not lose anyone yesterday to these criminal elements. We are all aware of what is happening in Rivers State, that it is all about seizing the treasury of Rivers State. We know this is not the first time this act of terrorism is happening. We have had incidents of bombing before. We are calling upon Mr. President, the heads of security agencies, to go after these criminal elements whose interest is to instill fear, instill violence in Rivers State. We as a party, we are not deterred. We are sure that they are getting the signal of Rivers people joining our party in preparation for the forthcoming local government election. And they want to undermine this good policy of the amiable governor of Rivers State, who wants to conduct local government election. These people at first, they said that conduct local government election. The governor sets plans in place to conduct local government election. We know how they have been shopping for one order or the other in all the courts in the federation, trying to stop the local government forthcoming election. They have seen that they are not able to achieve that. They have resorted to violence. They want to stop the process and the good policies of the governor at all costs. But I'm sure the good people of Rivers State know that the intention of the governor is for the welfare and the well-being of the populace. So we condemn this act. We call upon Mr. President, we call upon the heads of security agencies to go after these people who are behind this criminality. Fish them out, let them face the music. Let them face the long arm of the law. We also call upon our members and supporters in Rivers State to rally around the party. Let them not be deterred. I know that our state chairman is here, who is a strong political force, and by his presence and his personality, the people of Rivers State, we know that Action People's Party is a party to beat in the forthcoming election. Their aim is to deter us, but I know that our people will not give up.
Just as civilized people, we try not to be violent. But if anybody, those who have done this, trust that this will deter us, unfortunately, it has given us more resolve to go on to do what we're supposed to do, because it's a clear indication of defeat on their side. It's a clear indication that we are doing the right thing, and we will not be deterred in any form at all. These barbaric acts, these uncivilized acts of people who think that they are reservoirs of violence, who think that they are reservoirs of knowledge, who think that Rivers State must cateau whatever they want or whatever they interact. We have come to change the narrative. Whether anybody likes it or not, one thing that is constant in life is change. But the beauty of it is that the people are against them. The time is against them. Most importantly, God is against them.
All right, can you a word to your followers, please, and your supporters of the party?
We've been here since last night. We are still here. What the unique thing about leadership is that you don't tell your people to go, you go with them. Even get there before them. And we are here. So our supporters are not in any way deterred. The truth of the matter is that PDP is emptied into APC, into APP. They're totally empty. And the earlier they understand that, the better for them. We are not deterred in any way. We're only asking that the governor of Rivers State, he's been doing well, and he swore an oath to uphold the laws of this land, to defend life and property, and he's doing that. We'll ask him to ensure and call on the security apparatus to do the needful. Let me also use this opportunity to thank the Commissioner of Police.
Party leaders. Those are the APP. And the rumor in Rivers is that because of where the Wike's hold on PDP, it is ideal for Fubara's men to go and run on the platform of APP. That is why APP people are praising the governor. They are supposed to be opposition, but they are praising him. They said they are emptying PDP into APP. Some two-way sort of approach when you are fighting a political war. If you have enough money, they do it all the time. You just kind of like begin to sponsor a smaller party. Give them money, send your guys there. They should go and take care of the place. All over the local government area of the state. Fund them with the, but still remain in your PDP or APC or anything. So if they all move mad in the PDP, you just kind of push your guys. All of them will win. Once all of them win, once all of them are declared winner, then they will now decamp back to PDP. And they will call PDP local government chairman. Because it's all business. Now, when the arrangements no gel, that is when they begin to attack themselves. Here is Tony Okocha. He organized the 1 million man march for thiefnubu today in Port Harcourt. It is called Renewed Hope 1 million man march for thiefnubu. know some of you are like raging there. Oh, this idiot. Look at them. Baba, you better calm down. We are talking about Nigeria. Calm down. No. That's why you are watching this broadcast. So that you can relieve yourself of any stress. Magic is stress. Nigeria has stress here. Yeah. Because normal. Our tiredness is tired. Here you know. So the person who paid them, Tony Okocha, the one removed by court today, spoke with channels from the crowd.
Well, Mr. Okocha, the APC, sacked APC chairman, has led a mega rally in Port Harcourt today to show solidarity with the president. Members of the renewed Hope family of River State, led by Mr. Okocha himself from the different local government areas of the state, assembled in their numbers at the Port Harcourt Polo Club, carrying inscriptions or placards with different inscriptions showing their support for the president. It's not clear what this is meant to achieve. However, they are marching down a bar road, causing gridlock, according to what we understand, because of their large number. And Mr. Okocha is already standing by to join us for a quick update on what this is all about. Mr. Tony Okocha, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having the renewed Hope family in River State.
All right, just a quick one. Let's begin with what we're seeing. What is this march really all about?
Well, you are aware that a few days back, some people who are faithless as far as we are concerned, who are also being motivated and sponsored by failed politicians. We call them politicians that are in IDP. So they were sponsored and they tried to diminish all that the president has done in Nigeria. And particularly in River State, we are aware of what happened here. River State has never been as volatile as we saw, except that somebody was sponsoring the protest. And the man who was sponsoring the protest, the governor of River State, was the only beneficiary of what happened between 1st and 10th of August. Okay, so what we are doing here is to clean that rot. There's a rot already in town. There is some kind of disinformation about what the president has been doing. So we're here to clean the rot, to tell the president that River people are in support. We are supportive of him. We stand on his mandate. So that's why we're here today.
Okay, Mr. Okocha, we know that protest ended on Saturday, and some people will see some people will assume that this is because you were sacked by the court yesterday. This move looks like a knee-jerk approach to win the sentiment of the president. What would you say to that?
No, that is I don't know the word to use, but just to tell you that, of course, today is Tuesday, it's Monday, Tuesday, rather. The court judgment came only yesterday. Would you imagine that between yesterday that the court judgment came and today, this crowd, this mammoth crowd would have been assembled? We have been in this business. We are supporters of Tinubu. Those other people, I do not even know where they come from. By the time we begin to show videos and begin to show pictures of what they have done over time against Bola Tinubu, from the point of emergence as the candidate of the party, and thereafter, he emerged as the candidate of the party, how they were decorating him on social media as somebody who was on the departure lounge. They are the ones who are doing this. They didn't support the president. But that's not what we are here for. Today we are here to tell Nigerians that renewed Hope family in River State is very much alive. And we are here to say to Nigerians that we support Mr. President, that we stand on his mandate.
All right, just
who sacked who. It's court of first instance. If I even want to discuss it, that is court of first instance. Okay, so
that means you're appealing the case.
And the Supreme Court will speak. And note too that I did not contest the election with Emeka Bekele. So it's not about parallel leadership. He was found guilty and culpable of anti-party activities. His members of the state working committee that were elected with him, alongside him, suspended him, held a meeting and suspended him, and went to the court to establish it. So in law, Emeka Bekele is not even a member of APC. Now he has filed an appeal before the Court of Appeal, and the matter is on. So I don't understand this court wahala. Just that the costs in River State are.
All right.
If you are wondering that, see, if you need this kind of crowd, how many do you think, how many people do you think are in that crowd? 1,000? No, let's start from the smaller number. 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, or 30,000, 3, or 5,000 people. Well, you can actually get that like times 5 or times 10 of that number. With the level of poverty in Nigeria today, all you have to do is to make sure you have the money. If you are able to provide 2,000 naira, and you see 2,000 naira times 100 people, that's 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira. So 2,000 naira times 1,000 people. That's going to be how much? 2 million naira. That's not much. See? 2,000 naira times 1,000. That's 2 million naira. So if you need 1,000 people, Baba, all you need is just 2 million naira. If you need 10,000 people, I think all you're going to need at the rate of 2,000 naira should be how much? 20 million naira. Right? Yeah, 20 million. Come on. Even me, Steph, if I sweep left, right, and center, we feel gather 20 million now. Put 10,000 people on this. Omo, I think I try here. But you have to be like a drug dealer, or you have to be a drug dealer or somebody who get access to government, like about boluta. So person will still need 2 billion. How many people do you think that person will put on the streets? And for how many days before he go even feel anything at all from his 80 billion that he stole? Do you see the problem now? You are wondering that you have different groups who are ready to tell you that Nigeria is working. Now you know like thiefnubu. Now you know understanding policy. Now you know they follow God well. You are a sinner. Stuffs like that. All of this, all they need is just 2,000 naira. That's it. You self do demand. Because some of you think it's actually so much money. The poverty they have unleashed on the people. Baba, and only paying 10,000. Yeah, if you pay a person 10,000, maybe they got more due. And now the price say how much could be due for per head. Say we'll give you 5,500 per head. It's 5,500. Make it 6,000. I swear it's under 10,000 naira. You want to, the level of weaponized poverty. And that is not good. So all of now they go soon send us to jail. See now, they say that people like us who are demanding for a national dialogue, the one that Emeka Anyaoku went to the villa to deliver to thiefnubu and others. People like us who are also preaching that, they said they will send us to jail 25 years. Because I want to discuss if we still want to be part of this contraption or not. So person we want to put us for jail. But if we put people, the poor people, the impoverished people in Nigeria, come on, if you leave them for street for like months or now, person won't send you go jail. If you spend like maybe 10,000 pounds every month, just tell all the poor people wait there everywhere, just bring them out. 50 million. 50 million can give you about 30,000 people, I think. I don't know, right? Yeah. And then you put them, you see everybody, see you collect your money for today. Now government house all of now they go, that they cook today. Once you get to government house, go look for kitchen. All right? Good luck. Tomorrow, you set them to the police headquarters. Make them go occupy the place. Just 5,000 people, 5,000 poor people. Tell all of them we are meeting at the police headquarters tomorrow. Once you go and look for their kitchen, go find food. If you do that one, now they're going to beg you, say, oh, no. We are not sending you to jail again. No. Come, let us talk. I'm just saying. Because that's what the politicians are doing. Yeah, they put people together from all the local government areas and then they boss them. Okay, that's an extra. You have to boss them. So you have to kind of transport them to wherever you want to. But that is the problem. I mean, that is one terrible consequence of corruption. Criminal politicians have access to so much money that they can wreak havoc anytime. And unfortunately, they are likely going to they actually get away with it. Right. That is why they say corruption is a threat to national security anywhere. No matter how corrupt the rest of this world, how corrupt they are, they would never allow a politician, right, to dip their hands in any other countries or dip their hand in the national purse and their friends that they have so much money that they can actually take down the whole country if they are not in charge. Threat to national security. That's what it means. These guys have so much money. Just go around and say, everybody, yeah. So we can actually sponsor, we can spend. Imagine if we have to spend like 100 million naira every month. Right? Just bringing out the poor people. Like the politicians always use them to validate themselves. We just bring them out and say, come and tell everybody how you are feeling. Everybody on the street, everyone on the street. They will listen to you soon. And you say, give them money like that. Rather than donate money to them, make them comfortable. And the criminal politicians are also comfortable because you have already subsidized their poverty. The poverty these criminals have created among the people, right? I'm giving you this future plan, so think about it, okay? But not be everybody go collect their 2,000 naira, okay? In that same Port Harcourt, we have those who did this. Just so you know that will be everybody. They go collect their hunger money. After shouting, we are hungry, then they give them 1,000, 2,000 naira. Boom. They are all there. On your mandate, we shall march. Here is the guy that the court declared as the chairman of Rivers State APC. And that one is said to be loyal to Rotifmi Amochi. They will be my Judas Iscariot. And somehow, in that same Rivers State, like Okocha had to show to the world that he has people. Sure you get, and where the Wike owns this land, kind of. It's so complicated, so don't worry. For clarity, right? That Okocha guy is in APC, but he is working for Were Wike. Now, the one that is there now, declared chairman by the courts, that one is also APC that works for Rotifmi Amochi. Now, Rotifmi, Mochi, and these guys, they are on the side of Fubara because Fubara is dealing with Wike. Meanwhile, Wike needed his own loyal House of Assembly members, 27 of them, to help him deal with Fubara. But in the whole shovel, they go make mistake, go declare say that they decamped when their party is not divided. So now they went to court to say no, they did not decamp. Meanwhile, when they announced their decampment, their seat as House of Assembly members already declared vacant. So they are now back in court instead of them facing Fubara for Wike. So they are back in court trying to fight and say, no, we know decamp, we are still House of Assembly members. So in the whole confusion, Fubara can sack all of the local government chairmen appointed by Wike to weaken him. But he has a solace. There is APC, Tony Okocha, that will likely be used as a springboard for Wike to relaunch himself in that same River State as the last kick of a dying horse, kind of. It's all about money now. And it's going to be about who controls the streets more with money and the violence. So when this announcement came that they've removed Okocha, that's a big blow. And the guy who became the chairman now, right, that one now said, hey, these people don't decamp. Remove them, remove their seats. They are no longer so. They are now APC. And he's ready to go and testify and say they are APC. So, I know. I want you to listen a little bit.
We've never committed any crime whatsoever. But I believe that jury have looked into the matter and believe that we have not committed any crime. That's why they've given this judgment today. And as a member of All Progressive Congress, where our president is a Democrat, clear Democrat, we want to congratulate ourselves coming back to do our assignment as a party. And what party believe members, majority decide the day of politics, nothing more than that. You cannot just everybody out of your party. If you just people, you cannot be able to get it. What we are talking about parties are all about number. We want to thank the Judicial for giving this judgment today, and we'll stand by the judgment.
Okay, sir. Just by 1:30 p.m. today, Chief Okocha and Koolu released a statement. Part of the statement reads as follows. The caretaker committee of the APC River State, led by Chief Okocha, is still in the saddle and is fully in charge of the affairs of the party in the state. This statement was just released by 1:30. I don't know if this is going to elicit any reaction from you, knowing that. Well,
first of all, you know, when a man is drowning, he does not know where he's coming from. I don't want to respond. Tony's drowning. We're talking about party. He's a member of this party. When I listen to him talking about it, he's a member of this party. Everybody know in River State that Tony was in SDP. He's playing a game of a particular individual. We will not accept that in this party. We took risks to build this party. We will stand by this party. This APC is our party. Nobody can take us away out of this party.
Okay. You've lost more than 6 months.
Please, we want to look at the camera when you are responding.
Due to the court processes. Will you be going back to the courts to try to see how you...
Democrats, our tenure is supposed to expire next year. And we had delegates that gave us their votes for us to be where we are. If they decide we should not come back, we will not come back. I'm not just born to be in the party and what I think that let me serve my children and just go back home and rest.
Okay,
but I must with them.
State.
Listen, you know, when you ask me, I have my team. I cannot just sit down as chairman and take this. I'm going to meet my team. But I can tell you that we are Democrats. We were going to stand with the policy of the people of River State. We need to partake in that election because the president is a Democrat and nobody will suffer.
Okay, let me just ask this. My name is Mama of TVC News. Either before now, to a very great extent, it's not as if you've been off the scene, but we know that you've been observing things as it were behind the scenes. What do you have to say about how the political climate has thawed in the state before now and all this while? And now that on the premise of this new judgment, what will be the way forward and what figure is this breaking into your party moving forward?
If you know I have my team, you can say I'm sitting with my team. We've been very patient in this state. This morning I woke up to hear that they are bombarding one party secretariat. That is not democracy at all. It's a shame for those characters who think they want to destroy democracy in Nigeria. We have all pleaded to whoever that is in charge in democracy, they should allow democracy to function in Nigeria. As a party, we've been calm. You know what happened to all of us? Everybody must understand. We remain calm because we believe in democracy. And I can tell you that this team that is seated there, will stand with democracy. Nobody can talk against this democracy in Nigeria because you believe that you want to play your personal interest. Nobody. As a party, members of All Progressive who are duly elected by the people of Rivers State, 319 wards, elected us to become chairman and secretary of this party. We must obey that constitution. We must stand by that position they've given to us. And we'll do everything possible to make sure we save democracy in Nigeria as Rivers people.
What fillers are you likely expecting to have from your national secretariat?
Well, I don't know what they have in mind, but I'll tell you clearly, we're going to stand with as party in Rivers State. We're elected by Rivers people, not by Abuja. We're elected by our delegates from our various states. Our lawyers are going to serve the national secretary of this judgment. It depends on what they want, but I believe that majority is the day. And I can tell APC's majority in Rivers State. It's not about anybody, APC's majority in Rivers State. And I believe that the national chairman is being a Democrat who has been in the House of Assembly, who has been whatever governor of the state. He will obey the judgment of the court in Rivers State.
Okay. In the court ruling today, the judge, Sika Apriko, was a little bit silent on the structure of the party at the ward level.
We've heard enough. So I just wanted you to see the state of things so far. They were bombing themselves. They bombed the party secretariat yesterday. I saw the video, but I missed it. I would have shown you anyway. But there was no casualty, they say. In Kano, right? Those ones now, they are not protesting. What they are doing right now is Al-Qunut. They've declared 30 days Al-Qunut. So you're likely going to be seeing some of these videos. Al-Qunut, that means that the evil in the land, that Almighty Allah should help them chase the evil, which is thiefnubu, is called the evil. Thiefnubu's government. And that same street, somebody they sell rope. Say, Ogben, if you don't, please don't listen to the last part.
Kai, ka kauce mana da Allah. Shirme ne wannan. Allah duk wanda ake haɗin kai da shi a wannan ƙasa namu na Najeriya ake cutar da talaka. Allah talaka bai da inda zai kai kuka Allah sai dai wurin. Allah mun haɗa ka da su Allahu alaikum da su. Ina jan kansila. Manzon Allah ya ce Allahu alaikum bi Quraysh. Allahu alaikum bi Allahu alaikum bi Allah mun haɗa ka da su Allah mun barka da su. Allah kai mana maganin. Dan alfarman sai ina Rasulullah.
You want to die, the life don't tire you, country don't tire you. Suicide rope day, heartbreak rope day. You don't get money, rope day. Your girlfriend break your heart, rope day. Which one you want? Alpha Chama, which rope you want? Alpha na big boy. You look for a traitor now. Your babe never leave you. Come buy this green one, go fit you.
Nuisance, Lily.
It was just an extra down there that wasn't even meant to be funny. I was just saw that I was like, so is this meant to be a skit, or somebody was actually offering ropes to people? Like, we're ready to put on my people. No joke. Right. But we'll leave that one, go somewhere else. This time, when I say we're ready to right? I mean, this is 2024. And I remember that we have had similar chats a few times on Mayegun's Diary Politico. Okay? So, and it has to do with people who still believe that some people can make them rich through money ritual. Do you remember that? Well, there are people who still fall for that. And this time around, the guys behind the old scheme got arrested by that our Delta police guy. It is the old scam and then the old story that got me interested to want to show you this. So let's go check it out. So this guy said they were going to make money ritual for someone, and it was to give them money to make the ritual until they continue to take money and take money. And they took so much money from him, 1.5 million naira. Then before he realized that they were not going to make him money, it's not going to do money ritual, right? It's never going to be rich. You know what I mean? Yeah. 2024.
This man you see here is one of those innocent persons that was defrauded by these fraudsters, who look for every way to hypnotize their victim and extort huge amount of money from them by deceiving them. So just tell us what happened. Be very brief.
Okay. A day come when one guy saw me, and I said that he saw bright future. That I have bright future. That there is one thing he's going to do for me. I should buy coconut and salt. Then that coconut, I'll give it to him. He will take it to 3 Junction to pray for me. Then the salt, I should take it to him. Then during the morning, I should use the salt and pray. Then get back to him. That is how we all started. Then when they break, and I use the salt to pray. Then I went to his home. Then and I'll do some things, manipulate some things, and say that there is a lady that does not want my success in my family. All those kind of stuff. As I start generating weight, that they started collecting money from me until they took me to Osun State. And
they took you to Osun?
To Osun State.
From where? From Delta here?
From Delta here.
To Osun State?
To Osun State.
Okay.
Then they collected money from me there.
How much?
It's close to 500,000.
500,000.
Yes, all I spent there. Then we now came back. As we came back continuously, that is how we are collecting money from me. Bit by bit, that I should bring that. I don't use it to do something.
Okay, to save our time. How much have they collected from you so far?
Actually, by my calculation, I calculated 1.7 million naira.
1.7. So when you got to realize it now, 419.
When I realized was last month.
Okay.
Last month. That is when I realized. Then I now try on means to drag his attention to my house so that I will catch them.
Okay, so so that was what you did.
That is what
so when you can't catch it, you can't call police.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. See, don't waste my time.
I won't.
What is your name?
Bamidele Zaria.
Bamidele. Why were you arrested?
I was arrested because I do 419.
You do?
419.
419. How long do they do the 419?
Should I start from the beginning, sir?
Not start from the beginning. Just tell me how long they do the 419.
We dey collect money from man. Talk say we want buy something. Yes. I will not buy him.
So when I see this boy, now you see the boy again. So when you see him, what do you tell him?
I say blessing there around there.
Oh, you say blessing there around there. Yes. Where you foresee the blessing?
I see him around there.
Okay, now the Wayo one they do with that.
Yes.
Okay, so when you got there and say blessing there around there, what you gonna come do next?
I bring her come out. My father attend to her.
Okay.
From there we do.
Is it now born you?
No.
So what makes him your father?
Na my spiritual father.
Spiritual father. You even do one like this. Okay, continue.
So as along we are trying to do things, we do sacrifices. So we can't reach one time, we can't show, we go show him a blessing.
Okay.
Because he make it bring money. So the money we bring, now we can't take and show him a blessing inside.
How much you bring?
He bring age money. Age money.
Which one be age money? How much?
1,000, 24,000.
Now the age money. Okay, the age one number of age you don't spend for life. Okay, now you bring.
Yeah.
Okay, so how na show him the blessing?
We show him inside the rubber.
Which rubber? Which rubber? Another rubber?
Yeah.
Okay, so which blessing you see for the rubber?
You see currency there.
How na take put the currency there? That one I wonder. How na take put the currency there?
That one na money we bring. Yes. Now my father know.
How he dey do am?
Yes. Money we bring.
Okay, you get the way go take do am. The boy will come to say na blessing.
Yes. Okay, so blessing.
Okay. So how much you don collect from this man so far?
So far, what I can calculate, sir, I can calculate like 500 and something, sir.
500 and something?
Yes, sir.
There's no you be that. How much you don't collect from this man so far?
Like 580,000, but he say na 1.7.
So
because him carry am come my place. Okay. So after there, he still carry am, they talk to am. say he wan do something for river, so I no go fit talk annual actually wey collect.
Okay, so he dey collect here, then he dey collect the official.
No, he carry am come my place to play wayo, he still carry am go another place.
Still dey play wayo for another place.
Yes, so when dem catch am from there, na him carry am come say na me be the papa wey teach am work.
Wey teach am work.
Yes.
Where your house dey for Asaba?
I dey number 10 Odogunado Street, Kanayo, Akobo.
You are from where?
I am from Osun State.
So na true say una carry this boy go Osun State?
Yes, sir.
Wetin una carry am go do for Osun State?
We go collect water from Osun water to do. Na deceive we deceive am go, sir.
Una deceive am go carry, no put your mouth on my mic.
When e dey disturb, say
una carry am go Osun, go deceive am go carry Osun water.
Yes.
How much you pay for that journey?
He give me 18,000 transport, and when he dey there, he pay like 180 there before we collect the water.
The water.
When we reach here with the water,
okay,
we carry the water.
Okay.
He use am.
Take do wetin?
Take bath in head.
Okay, you don do. Thank you. So how many people you don carry like this when you deceive them, say you dey see their blessing? How many people apart from this guy?
No, this is the only guy that helped me this time. I can call and say he helped me.
Okay, okay, he don help you before.
Yeah, na the only one.
As he dey help you reach now, you still choose to do am 419.
Na work of.
So how many people they don do this 419 when you know, because they go don dey do am before you choose to carry this boy go meet them?
No, my own business is my own business.
Okay, everybody dey bring their own clients come.
Because as I dey under him, me is to wake up in the morning, go to town, find wetin I go shop go.
So wetin be this one on road? Wetin this one dey do for this one too dey learn work?
Na my as so when I be say the baba, yes, as they can't tie me.
Okay.
They beat me well.
Okay.
Yes, I can't come up for there. I can't go meet this baba, say you get one customer where I guess. This baba no even know anything.
Okay, this very one.
Yes, the first day where I carry am come, na here everything
no wahala. So you are confirming to me now, say you know say wetin you do this boy na 419.
Yes, sir.
And una just dey collect money. So the money una dey collect from am, wetin na dey build house and wetin dey use am do?
No be big money, na twelve and pikin wey dey village, na small money for shop na baga abeg.
So 1.something million wey the boy say na don collect from am, no be na small money.
Wallahi small be like no collect reach like
that. You dey even dey call God for this 419
wey you dey like that. Wallahi.
E don dey, thank you. Also, you now.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people who are proving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers.
Thank you, brother. It is better to die coronavirus than to die of hunger. People won't give you money. Baba, to the streets, you know. I mean, if I see Yahoo Plus, so if I see anybody with it do amo, I don't mind. Even if na 3 years I go use, even if na 5 years I go use, I will just be like, wow, Sake one mugu day here. He won't do money ritual. If you do that, alagbado for him. Where the chicken go chop only 3 or 4. Emma will do that one. A lot of you are setting yourselves up. It is not different from those who are bribing God in a disjointed, mismanaged, failed country. That is what is synonymous with failed country, poverty, right? Everybody wants to get out of poverty. Anything. How come it is only in the poor countries where you have so much and so many poor people? That is where Ponzi schemes succeed. I've had people who have told me to my face that they've been to Nigeria to go and rob Nigerians of that same. Nigerians will tell you, no, there's no money. Oh, there's no money. We are just suffering. No. Then they will hear about a Ponzi scheme. From poor people, you go to hear, see one person steal 20 billion. One person collected 15 billion. Not from rich people, from supposed people who don't get money. It's the same way they go and bribe, they want to bribe God. Here you get the much money you give to God, maybe that is how God is going to bless you. So they want to outshine themselves, you know, bribe God, bribe pastors, bribe our fast. Anybody who can tell them about fortune. If I turn myself to a pastor tomorrow, some of you here will still kind of like, I mean, like spiritual, I'll be your spiritual father. I'm actually spiritual father to some people here, but not like the Lulu kind of father. So, right? There are those who tell you that, listening to my ego liberates my soul, open it up. Enough that, man. You know what I mean? Like, people say that. But I'm talking about those ones maybe say won't bribe God for something in reward. You know, say if I preach to you and your soul feels so happy, so free. You're not going to pay me for that, are you? No, I'm not going to ask you to pay me for it. But there are those who are going to tell you that you want to be successful. Do you want to be this? Yes, I want to be successful. Yes, I want to. You know what I see? I see children. If you are a barren, if you are yet to have your own child, everybody will not get picking. Go begin to claim them. Claim it in Jesus' name. Calm down. It's the same thing. When you look at the people who want to who are telling you that they can change your life, and then you look at them and say, Papa, why you not doing for yourself? You know, life better life, only. It is because your greed can blind you. A lot of you want to get out of poverty, or the fear of poverty has made you to fall prey some of these guys. I don't know, maybe because I grew up in Odogbolu. Sure, you get it. Is to I still tell people, I said, growing up in Odogbolu and not growing up in Ikeja in Lagos, growing up in Odogbolu gave me this leverage about hey, come out here, show your face. You know that kind of thing. Where nobody feel do any sakamanje, or this except, you know, if you really want to have yourself, swindled. So I still say it to you. I've had people who are comfortable. Some of you are comfortable where you are. Any small thing, maybe say just make you uncomfortable like this. Boom, you don't push yourself. Go the hand of people maybe say ordinarily, baba. They don't get sense to scam you. Now you set yourself up. You live abroad. And I am having you see people who say, they will say, I've not found a man. I say, there is this Alpha in Ogbomoso. When my friend couldn't find husband, hey, for 15 years, my friend no get husband, no get boyfriend. We just called this Alpha. Hey, sister, my friend is getting married next weekend. Really? Yeah, she's getting married next day. You carry yourself, go carry and give one guy where dey Naija they think how he go take survive thiefnubu Naija. International call. Well, hello, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. But then you begin to pay them. They begin to enter you. Say, I'm a family. No, I mean, you know, there's nothing that my affair cannot. From Woko, you go enter other things. And before you know it, about in calling for a file, but I'll call it one lossy auntie, I think calling for a fine, I think calling for pastor. I don't know. Mulogba mortgage, mulati logba loan. But you know, it's because the last time I went to Nigeria, I didn't like that place. And he just told me that I should build it. And then now, but auntie, I think qualify far. Wow. You see how you carry yourself, go with them. Those who don't do okay. You see some people who are already okay. You will get sense to do business. You don't get sense to follow the government policies and how they affect your business. Now they can't say, okay, Inflation don't cut half of your profit, destroy half of your capital. Now there you remember, say, spiritual people are after you. And that one too. But we know, say, a bag of rice is now 95,000. Maybe they don't tell us, say, his own children, they need to pay school fees. They're going to give you drama. They're going to give you drama. And you carry yourself there. They give you drama, we go cost you money. Then you give them, and then you are expecting. I'm so sorry. See, to those of you who are Olushoaguntanrere, because there are those of you who are like Olushoaguntanrere, no be like, I'm talking about those who always promise prosperity. Meanwhile, in a job, I like people who are Olushoaguntanrere, who feed us with the word of God. You are looking for the fruit of the womb, they feed you with the word of God. You are looking for a job, they feed you with the word of God. You are looking for a husband, they give you the word of God. Because according to them, everything happens by God's wish. You see those ones where go they shout, scam you. Oh, you don't have to believe me, especially if they already have a hold on you right now. I know some of you watching me right now, either angry or confused. Because you get your own alpha. Abi? Yeah? You have your own woli, Abi pastor, Abi. You are living abroad. Your pastor, de Niger. You there abroad. Your alpha, de learning. Abi? Now, they settle ourselves up. I won't say more. Here is a young, another eyewitness of the police criminality and criminally militarizing the eastern part of Nigeria. Again, here, eyewitness.
This opportunity to call on Chief of Army Staff and the Inspector General of Police. January, I traveled from Imo State to Anambra along Onitsha Owerri Express Road. I noticed something. In every checkpoint, army checkpoint and police checkpoint, they stop every vehicle, allow private cars to pass, while all the commercial vehicles, they will discharge all the whole passengers. The passengers will trek to cross army checkpoint or police checkpoint, then reconvene again, board their buses or their vehicle, and continue with their journey. Now, I passed the first one, I saw this. Passed the second one, I saw this. I passed the third one, I saw the same thing. I started asking questions. They told me, it's normal. That is how they do it. I kept wondering, why must they subject our people to this kind of suffer? Our old men and women, our traditional rulers, no respect, no regard for elders. Once you're in a commercial vehicle, you must drop. Use leg to pass army or police checkpoint. Then enter your vehicle again. This is pure madness. I thought this had stopped. I now traveled to Enugu. From Enugu to Owerri. I saw the same thing again, which means it's now a tradition. The other one I also witnessed was a young man being punished severely, being flogged, beaten mercilessly. His offense was that he answered call close to army checkpoint. And I was like, where in Nigerian constitution it says that nobody should receive or make call in army checkpoint? I don't understand the kind of country we are running. Now I came back from Enugu. I said maybe Nigeria now have a different, a new law. I traveled to Castena. I flew from Abuja to Kano. Now from Kano to Castena on the road. Every checkpoint was peaceful. Travelers passed army checkpoint, police checkpoint, although it was very few of them. Now they pass inside their vehicle. And now I was like, why would they drop and then cross army checkpoint and enter their vehicle again? They told me no, that they don't do like that here. So I kept asking, do we have one country, two system? Or are we in two different countries? I'm not the tribal type, neither the sentimental type, but what is good for the gift is good for the gander. You don't treat some people this way like animals. If you need to see how they have subjected our people, what they have subjected them to, it's so bad. They are Nigerians. They have not committed anything being Nigerians. And I'm using this opportunity to call the governors of Southeast, who are the chief security officers of their states, to call their GOCs to order. These guys are doing, as in, they are treating people like animals. A journey of 1 hour, they will make it to be 4 or 5 hours for commuters. Am I talking about the bribe, the money they are collecting? Am I talking about that one, which is a tradition already? They don't even hide it, shamelessly collecting it as if it's their right. In some army checkpoints, they will even put one boy carrying pure water or one thing or the other, pretending to be selling it, but they are collecting money from the drivers by force. What are we talking about? Please, governors of Southeast, call all your GOCs to order to stop this rubbish. Our people are suffering. Our people are suffering. Please, I'm also calling on all the bloggers. If you see this message, throw it, pass this message so that it will get to the whole governors to call these people to order, the whole police and the army, to stop this. An Okada man will get to police checkpoint, army checkpoint, he will carry his Okada, pass first, and then start the bike again. What a nation. It's quite a pity. Please.
Bruv got uncomfortable and Baba turned on the ring lights. They are intentionally radicalizing the young people in eastern part of Nigeria. And we know why. We have been exposing this for God knows since when. The Igbo politicians who will cry wolf come out and say, oh yeah, once in a while, pretending that they actually care about the people of eastern Nigeria, so to say. Nothing really changes. Nothing. Unfortunately. Here is another person who observed something in Delta. Another interesting sort of observation. But before I show you that one, okay? Because I may forget this, and I intend to kind of share it. Here, the thiefnubu's student education loan, student loan. They have claimed that University of Ibadan, right? The office of the registrar said they collected 201,114,650 naira for 2023-2024 academic session, and they said this amount of money is for 1,370 students of our university who applied for the NEL fund loan. Now, remember that what thiefnubu and his gang, I told you they would do, is that you are going to see, normally if a government does a policy and they call it student loan, as a student, once you have your ID, you should be able to go and apply for it. That's what is called student loan, so to say, right? But what they have done is that he has opened a shop, like I described it. He has opened a shop. So they said he has put a 10 billion naira there. Now, this 10 billion naira is going to be shared as the committee sharing it as they deem fit. And it's going to be based on availability of money. Shebi, you remember that 10 billion then, right? So they said they have given the Ahmadu Bello University, okay? There is no traces of all this stuff, but students who have collected part of the loan, they said they've collected the loan. So Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. Now, University of Ibadan. Maybe they will now go and pick one from University of Enugu or University of Unsuka, Enugu, right? And they will just make it Wazobia. And that's a student loan for more than 14 million students in Nigeria. Anyway, I just thought I should mention it because the university published their statement themselves to say that they received 201 million for 1,370 students as their school fees for 2023-2024. Now, those ones go fight you if you talk say student loan as scam. So if you day Akure, the day they pay your own, and I get to know, I'll say it too. But if you don't collect your own, please, tell us. So you know, go be like, say, they see anything good. Because me, I know what it means. I know that's not really a good, that's not how a policy is implemented, right? But nevertheless, okay, doesn't matter. Here, is another observer that observed something in Delta states. Yeah.
I live in the city of Asaba. Asaba is the capital of Delta State. And I drive around town and I notice something. Significant number of new hotels are springing up in the city of Asaba. Massive, gigantic hotels. And then you look around the same town, you cannot find evidence of even one manufacturing outlet that is springing up. You cannot see evidence of one productive outlet that is going to be producing something. In Asaba, this is where we have the largest deposit of fish ponds. My very self, by the grace of God, I am into fish farming, and I have some fish ponds that are being managed by my own wife. When you want to buy the feed for these fishes, you go to the shops. I was actually thinking that these investors that have a lot of money should be thinking on how they can start the production of something like the fish feeds, knowing full well that they have the market already in this town, so that they can go into production of something that they can be selling on a daily basis. Nobody is thinking about production. And once they make money, they are investing in hotels. There are so many things that people who have money can go into in this country. Why is it that it is only hotels that are springing up? Hotels where people should go and they spend the money, and there is no evidence that there is something that is coming up where people can be making that money. It is not only happening in Asaba, it's happening everywhere. In all the mega cities of this country, hotels are springing up on a daily basis. And I'm asking, is it hotel that people will shop? Now hotel don't go shop. Can't we have something else? There is no structured transport system in Asaba. No structured transport system. Most of the times, if you don't have your car, when your car spoils, for you to move around in Asaba, it becomes a problem. Like we have structured businesses of transport somewhere else. It is not in existence here. Even the state transport system that was launched some years back, where you have mega buses that are running all over the state, all those buses are all packed up now. They are not working anymore. When you walk, drive through the place, their workshop, you see the buses that are packed. All of them completely gone. Nothing is working, and the hotels are springing up. I don't understand. Does it make, why, when are we going to become productive in this nation? The fish feeds we started to buy, when I went into fish business, we were buying one bag of the fish feeds for 7,000. As I'm talking to you now, it is 24,000. 24,000 for one bag. And sometimes you are required to buy up to 50 bags. Can somebody help in any way? Can somebody just help? Can we understand the ideology of production and not just consumption? That is the only way we can start to salvage this economy gradually. We are calling for help. What is all this? In every street, you will see a mega hotel that is springing up, and nothing is being produced. Just for people to go and relax. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. You are wondering why they are building hotels. Come on. You should be reading the comments. Hotels are for money laundering. Politicians build hotels so that they can tell you that this hotel sold 200 Moët Chandon this weekend. How much is Moët in your hotel? So Moët is about 450,000. Moët, that champagne, £40. No, not that one. This one is a special one. It is 1.2 million naira champagne. Then they go list that. They go say they don't sell 500. 1.2 million times 500. You can launder 500 million naira just like that through the hotel. Just say you sold all the drinks. That's it. So when the money appears in the bank, it just says sold drinks, entertainment, abracadabra hotel. Money laundering. That's why your politicians are building hotels. That's why they are not building industries. They are not building manufacturing companies to fill in the gap. The money they are stealing, rather than put it into production. No. Production, bao. Nigeria is just like a graveyard. Graveyard that a lot of them always go to, like the vultures. You know, when vultures goes to the graveyard, or like to go and look for the carcass of a dead animal or a dead human. That's exactly what these guys are. They are scavengers, scroungers, chronic pickpockets. Nigeria is just like a graveyard, for them. They go to Nigeria, wherever they can scrape from anywhere, everywhere, pack everything, launder it out to go and flex in the West. Someone returned to Nigeria and found this. Like, why can't we just even preserve this common nature? This is nature. Waterfall. Abi dirty fall.
I'm sorry to be very emotional about this matter, but I think it's a real shame. I think it's a real shame that people will come here and disrespect our heritage like this. They're literally defecating on us, urinating on us. They're literally destroying our heritage, and we look on because we collect peanuts. I think it's a real shame. I really do. And I really believe that we can step up and do something about this. Osun State, Judicial, Oriade local government, come on. We can do better than this. We can do better than this. Why should we allow people to bring filth up here? Why? Do you realize how long it will take us to clear all of this? All the way, from walking all the way down, from up here. There's filth everywhere. We can't let this continue. Look at it. Look at it. Right in the middle of grandeur, we have filth. See how grand it is? Should this always be the narrative in Nigeria? Should this always be what we talk about? Should it always be about destruction and filth? Why can't it be about beauty and development? Think about it.
You complain about insecurity, right? You complain about unemployment, right? Yes. You complain about the fact that, we are hungry, right? You say we want to protest, right? You say, you don't have medical facilities, right? You say you don't have good schools and good teachers, right? You say minimum wage, right? It's right.
Can't solve all the problems.
Since when I born you never seen this kind of abuse before. Turubu, I must abuse you. Turubu, number one. Ogun Okiyopa. Turubu number 2. Ogun Okiyoma. Turubu number 3. Ogun Okiyo your children. Turubu number 4. Ogun go bury all your family. Turubu is a goat, yo. A goat, yo. Turubu is a goat, yo. Ewausa.
Tulubu is a goat, yo. A goat, yo. Tulubu is a goat, yo. Ewausa. In Lagos, they say they want to save the life of the drivers in Lagos. And according to the, I think it's the Ministry of Environment, they decided to go after the people where they sell the energize. What do you call that thing again? Like when people get drunk and then they have to drive. Okay, don't worry. Just drink, drive. They said to stop the drink and drive or drink, drunk, drive. They decided to go after the suppliers. This one happened somewhere in Lagos. Said the task force went after those who are selling alcohol to the drivers that they believe are crashing cars in Lagos. Like it should be illegal. You know what I mean? Like people selling alcohol, you know, at the motor parks. Anyway, that's that. So I've actually shoot 2 hours from our time. Well, we can still take calls tonight. Today, we are now just 10 days away from the Yoruba Union Summit taking place in Glasgow. 10 days away. 10 days. And if you do have any plan of being part of that, it is not a Mogbomo branch event. You will need to book your seat. And I've been talking about this all this while, all right? So if you still think you can be with us that time, which is going to be next week, right? It's going to be sometimes next week, is it? Yeah, so you can join us. And for those of you who have already, bought your tickets, good one. I received message from those who are asking for hotels they could stay. Let me tell you something, okay? Just go look at the postcode of the address where we are having the summit, right? Use the postcode to search for your hotel. There's some fancy, lovely hotels and not too expensive in the area. So you can walk from your hotel to the venue as well. It's easier that way. And if you are staying with anybody in Glasgow, right? Also take a look at the postcode. Africa Wala is coming from all the way from Canada. And then we have this brother there too. Olowo is coming all the way from Ohio in US. Same with Yomito to coming all the way from Texas in the US as well. And then we've had this, I don't know if I should mention your name, but don't worry. We have this couple coming also from Ireland, which is Republic of Ireland. So you can join us as a family, or you can go on and get yourself signed up. As a Yoruba person, sign up on the yorubaunion.org as well. Join this movement. We have something, right? That 1 million of the rogues in Nigeria, they will never have such audacity to send any of us to jail because they do not have that power. And we need to begin to actually pull ourselves together now. Only us can liberate us. So I'll take a break. So when I come back, I'll take calls. And yeah, I've missed everyone, but here is the chance for us to have a chat. You can react to this, or you can possibly share with us wherever it is that I've left out. And if you have to go, at least like the broadcast before you go. And those who are staying, right? Wait for me. I'm coming back. that's us, right? Thank you so much, everyone. In case if you are among those who stayed back, it is the phone-in segment, and you can be part of it. See, the number to call is right here on your screen, but it's just that it is only it's WhatsApp only, in order not to allow cheating. So here is my first caller this evening. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Maigo. Good evening. Yesterday I thought you said you were going to do the program yesterday evening. So I was like, expecting that something will pop up, come up. But nothing came up, and then
I needed that break like anything.
I thought,
when you
thought as much.
See, I finished yesterday afternoon, right? Then I decided to actually have a bit of a chill there. But I don't open my eyes until about 9:30. Like, no joke. So when I opened my eyes and I was like, oh, wow, 9:30. Okay. But I just continued to sleep. I just continued the nap until like 10:30 when I just took my car key and left. So yeah, I needed that break. And I think I'm pretty much back now. So
yeah. I'm fine. I listened to that lady from Katsina, the way she was praising Tinubu, and then
Musawa girl.
Yes, and then what she was saying about art and culture to bring people together. Yeah, for unity. Yeah. So are they saying that they don't? I mean, they realize that there's no unity in Nigeria now, or
they are not denying that. They are just saying that they are trying to make sure that they build more unity for Nigerians using music.
Okay, music.
Talk about unity. United with us.
Yeah. So and then the bosses. So is that? I think is it donated by the president himself or by NMPC or by who? Okay, Innocent donated.
Donated it to show to them that he can convert buses to CNG. Sure, you get now. So we now give him the contracts. So he's gotten part of the contract as among those who can. Here you get who can change any bus, your car, anything.
Finally,
yeah.
Finally, at least East. At least Innocent is from eastern side of the country. So I think So that means there's a fair share around now. So they are, sharing the.
They collect.
Yeah, everybody they collect the. Yeah. So, well, look, Nigeria. I don't think because. Look, Nigeria, like this IMF people giving loan to Nigeria and whatever. You see, this Western country, they know that African leaders are thieves, right? That there's no institution, there's no strong institution in Africa. So it is what the president wants that everybody will follow like sheep. Right, so even and these people they don't play games with their money. You see, when you dash out dollars in millions, in billions, of course they wouldn't expect people just to be holding them, using it for at the end of the day, there's you can't be as careful as. You can't be that careful that money will get to the wrong hand at the end of the day, and then might cause bigger problem, right? So, of course, if they are,
they won't let the money get into the wrong hand without them knowing who is holding it. You're right.
Yes.
So, place where you even see somebody maybe saying, ordinary driver. But that's not ordinary. That's someone who probably is in charge of like 1 billion, 2 billion, just because he's connected to somebody who have access to bigger money. So messed up, man.
Exactly. So they know all these things. So you don't expect IMF to now, just give out like 3-4 billion at a go. No, they will make it useless at the end of the day because they know that none of this money we we truly go to the right place. That it it won't go there. So well, I wish Africa, I wish them a good luck.
Wish them what they wish themselves now, right? Hold up. Thank you so much. Ma, I'll take another one, okay? Nice one, Baba.
Okay, yeah.
Cheers, Baba. Now that's hold up, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Here is another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Maigu.
Good evening, sir.
Maigu General.
Yes, sir.
This is Mr. Perfect.
Great. And it is, you are like rightly on a perfect time, I was saying. Sir, everybody can hear you.
Yeah, you remember we discussed this issue of Fulani the other time we talked. Do you know that today, these people killed a boy about 18 years in my area in Ondo State? Today, they cut his head off.
And where in those states, sir? Just for the record.
I will send the videos to you. I couldn't get the boy exactly. The boy is in the van, Motekun also, and you see people in the community. I've confirmed. I've called people there. I've called everything. My town is APC. The other town is Ifirakoko. Very close, about 5 minutes journey. I would normally pass through. My brothers, they've been discussing this issue over time, but the servants of these people. I'm telling you, these people will kill Yoruba, they'll finish us if we don't do something very, very urgent. This issue of all this Bola Tinubu, I'm pained. Anybody supporting Bola Tinubu, just supporting evil. I'm very sorry, I'm a Yoruba man. For that matter.
We have to ourselves. We have to kind of die silently because
this is not easy at all. Mr. Mayegun, people don't understand. Even by the time we say we want to get the Yoruba Republic or nation that we have, we'll be few in numbers.
Like
we'll be few in numbers.
People who are going to be the citizens
I'm
of
telling you,
the nation if we allow.
I'm telling you, Tinubu wants to be president for 8 years. That is his ambition at the expense of everybody. Let the Fulani kill everybody. Let him be the president. Is that the wish of everyone? Is that the wish of everyone? I'm not bothered about I'm not bothered. I'm a Yoruba boy. I have you both as friends. We are friends here.
What tells you happened?
The boy was killed in the farm.
Oh, he was on his farm.
He was killed in the farm.
They now beheaded him so that they will not be.
I'm telling you, they've taken the boy to mortuary.
Damn it.
That's where it belongs. People, I told them that
not in their news. Like it should be on their news right now. Like
what will be in the news? What will be in the news? Because people, that thing is now it has become like something normal to people. It's just like normal thing. I'm here. I'm very sad because I have my family there too. Anything can happen to them.
Be anyone. Yeah, it could be anybody's
It could be
family.
anyone.
It could be anyone's family. Nobody is immune.
I traveled home not quite long, about 2 months ago. It could be anybody.
Damn it, man. I'm so sorry, thanks so much for bringing that to our attention too.
Yeah, man. We are dying in silence. I'm telling
you. Yeah,
that's in Ifira Koko.
I'm actually really have to put that down. Good enough, sir.
And those things are on regular basis like that in those areas, but you will not hear from anybody.
It's unfortunate. I'm so sorry, sir. Right? Good enough that you brought this to the attention. We'll keep putting all these before people.
I'll try and send the videos to this number. I'll send on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
You get it.
I'll look out for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
so sorry once
Yeah.
again, okay? And that's what we
Thank you
say,
very much.
that you shouldn't wait to become a victim before you think this could happen to you. It could happen to any of us, even if you're not living in that place right now, as many of us are not, right? You could receive a call that a lot of us actually dread. A call that a family member has been kidnapped or a family member has been killed in such a brutal, violent way. Like, it could happen to anybody. So they wanted thiefnubu to be press idiot. Now, what is now the reward of the Yoruba people? That we are still going to continue to be killed, kidnapped by the terrorists? How is that fair? That's not fair. You don't get it, right? This Ronokus want you to believe that thiefnubu is facing all of this because it's a Yoruba man fighting for Nigeria and the Yoruba people. Like, how is this fair? Now, hello. Or did I? Oh, okay. Sorry. Just so you know, okay. Whenever you are calling in into this program, your call may be picked and not connected yet. But when it is time to speak to you, when I say hello, that means that's you. You don't have to hang up, okay? Here is another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Baba Mayengu.
Baba.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing well, and you, Baba?
I'm very well too. Kind of like, surviving. Thanks so much for asking.
Yes. How is your family? How is your wife and your kids, Baba?
We thank God, though. And yours?
Okay. I'm fine. I just get off from work. I'm heading somewhere else before I go to my house right now. Everybody are good.
Fantastic.
This is John. This is John Eze calling from Boston, Baba.
Here is John. And I is Boston
Eze.
today. Yeah,
Yeah,
John Eze.
very nice, very nice, very nice, beautiful. We thank God.
Fantastic.
It's sunny, it's nice. It's now. We thank God. We thank God. Baba Mayengu, let me bless you. Let me bless you as usual.
Thank you,
Baba
sir.
Mayengu shall be well with you.
He say,
Baba Mayengu, may the Lord bless you.
say,
May the Lord keep you.
he say,
may the Lord give you the strength and the wisdom to move this message forward. In the name of Chukwu Abiyama, we pray.
he say. Thank you so much, John.
I will not waste time. I always appreciate you. Sometimes I ask myself a question: how do you do this? How do you do this? Is the strength of God? How do you do this? Every day you are on us. May God keep you. May God bless you. Nigeria cannot work. Nigeria can never work. Can you hear me?
I'm with you, John.
Okay. You see these buses you televise now.
CNG buses, like Baba, 30 buses
CNG
for
buses
240 million people.
Where I'm living.
Eh? What did you say, John? I hope I have not lost you, though. Eh? I know he said this. Oh, okay. I think I lost John. Somehow, I think the network is playing a huge one on us, okay? So take a look at this, right? Nigeria has no functional transportation system all over the country. It's just like, filling the gap kind of transportation Nigeria operates. Where you have the private sectors providing maybe, just about 20% of what Nigeria needs in mass transportation. Take a look at India. You see that India, right? And that population, when you take a look at for decades, how much they invested in mass transportation. When you take a look at China, countries where you have and Nigeria, Baba, or more, anyway. Like there is no real investment in this. talking about the infrastructure and talking about the real transportation gap. Here you get. And government should be feeling that. So if a government says they have a CNG initiative, I was expecting them to say they are building new cars. Like the rest of the world is talking about building electric cars. Your gas cars should be Nigerian-made cars. No be Japanese fairly use or abandoned buses. Then you convert them to this and say it's a national project. I don't understand. Hello.
Hello, Baba Maegun, my king.
Hello, sir. How are you,
my
Baba?
King?
Hmm?
Baba Ade.
That is the prince.
This is your, yeah.
And that's a Prince Adebayo from Sweden. Is that you, by the way?
Yeah, Prince Adebayo from Sweden.
Adebayo from Sweden. I always mix
Baba, my king.
From Sweden. Baba, how are you this today? Oh?
My king.
Hmm?
My king Ade. I'm cool. My king,
Baba.
You see, sometimes when I see the stories coming out of Nigeria, I just feel like crying, you know? I feel like crying. Truly, we are still in slavery. The slavery is still going on. Tell me, how in the world can this president and the past president know that there is biting hardship? And he wants to, this is a low-hanging fruit that can bring down the cost of transportation with the CNG buses. And they want to launch the CNG buses.
Yeah.
And they launch it with only 30 buses.
About they don't send anybody new. You know, we're in town, you know.
Even if you use 1,000 buses, it's still not enough to start that project.
But if they want to do their political rally, if they want to do their political campaign, right, you will see thousands of vehicles they just procure.
You know, share people. Is it a cost? Is it that somebody is holding gun to their head? Because this thing don't cost anything. Just give this guy. Okay, do you see that when he was even making that comment, talking about the CNG buses, he didn't even mention. He only mentioned innocent, only half. He didn't even give the guy the
due recognition. No.
Yes, that this guy is you know, I expect from this man, after this protest, after the biting hardship, the 500% increase or inflation, the naira collapse. I expect this guy to launch this project in different states with at least 5,000 buses. You know how many states we have in this country?
You get
that transportation has made food to be costly. Now, this TNG buses that this man is doing.
Ambode went to Brazil when he was building the bus terminals, right, for the BRT in Lagos. He went to Brazil. He single-handedly ordered for 250, all those Marco Polo buses, right? 250 to supply the fleet of BRT. thiefnubu launched a bus. They call it CNG.
Baba, these people no get sense. These people no get sense. Low hanging fruit. Ele no load. You no load. We have not
the rest.
Baba, we have not
achievement later. They go tell you, say, thiefnubu CNG buses has improved transportation in Nigeria. You go there, go tell them, say, where the buses now?
Let us invest in that area. Baba, no, as we are talking now, no workshops. They didn't even start the process by teaching all these mechanics, roadside mechanics, how to change CNC. So no workshop. So any time shape I'm a travel loss in Suka. If there's a problem, if there's a fault. And that I don't know. Instead of investing in work and bring us the low-hanging fruit, don't have trashy price of transportation. If that transportation go down now, everything full stop will go down. Baba, you know, guess you cannot even use. You know, it's like one shit. It's like there's soccer away in their brain. Soccer away. No one brain our people.
It's unfortunate, man.
The lowest hanging fruit, totally cash buy a coffee. change the situation.
You can be seen everywhere. Baba, in 2012, when Goodluck Jonathan removed the subsidy, I remember that. Baba, they delivered over 40 buses like that to the government of the state. I saw that at Okocha, but because of politics, Amosun, right, never allowed them to use that bus in anywhere in there. That was the time they are cooking their 2015 agenda. Here you get, Amosun never allowed anybody to drive that bus. It was the subsidy removal buses. Jonathan sent all these buses to 36 states before making that announcement that they are removing subsidy. But because the protests that followed there,
these people not go let us
nobody talk about them anymore.
These people not go let us know. No, but if this man now, if this light of innocent now, if they use their own money to supply different states or start to do this transportation now everywhere now, the next thing you be hearing now, they will start. When they start any trouble, they will burn all his buses, and he will lose. Sure,
they will blame him. Sure, you get.
They will blame him.
Because, they will blame him. They build new cars. No be used cars. They do.
Not be used cars.
What they happened? Few days ago, Innocent went to Aso Rock Villa. He came out and said Nigerians should give thiefnubu time because then give a CNG contract. So me at the express say, okay, that contract in called go be like General Motors for America, right? They say don't say okay, we'll give you we'll give you $1 billion. We want you to produce CNG made in Nigeria buses.
Made in Nigeria buses.
No, say now local buses they want to change engine to gas. So you know, so why it's not so Shimaloma change CNG la local buses.
That's what I'm saying now, Baba.
They will be blamed. Say you know.
But Baba, even what I'm saying is that they have not given anything as it is. If you know how to change CNG.
To CNG.
You don't enter business. Now all of them go, everybody character. That's what they did there. They didn't give this guy any contract. What they just did is, okay, you know how to do it. Okay, okay.
Do it.
Just he's even the one that even donated buses.
He donated this starting so now. No be saying
exactly. So it's a free for all business. You open your CNG workshop. You'll be changing for all these people. Then the only thing now, you now create new depot. They will be going to buy CNG in filling station. So nothing changed. This government don't want to invest in anything that will help the common man.
Just this
nothing.
Propaganda, left, right, and center.
Propaganda. You know, and there was one man that is talking in that video you show. He said in Asaba, they're only building hotel. That's where their brain is. Only to flex their money on women. You see where their brain is. That's
where they will be doing Doremi. Okay.
I tell you, these people don't think any other thing.
It's unfortunate.
Baba, thank you, Joe.
God bless you. The Prince Adebayo from
Baba,
Sweden. Take care, Baba.
You too much.
It's good to hear from you again, sir. You have a good one, sir.
Good to hear from you.
That's one member of this community that you barely hear from him, but he's never really away. Now, my line is still available, okay? If you want to have anything to say today, so any contribution at all. I also do like to remind us that, listen, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, please do. Come on. Right? That's going to take you just 2-3 seconds. Now, if you want to be part of the Yoruba Union Summit in 10 days' time in Glasgow, I'm going to be there for the whole 3 days. So you see, this is my studio. We're going to move it to the venue of the summit, whereby when we finish, whenever we have either a break or, at the summit, you can turn to the camera and turn to the audience and kind of share your experience, but you will need to buy your ticket to be there. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. My name is Yemisi. I'm calling from Canada. This is my first time calling you.
Sister Yemisi.
But always,
yes,
I'm always listening to your in the morning, in the night while I'm working. I'm in Canada meeting. I want to say a big thank you to you, and God will strengthen you. It shall be well with you.
Amen. And you too. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You see, what I'm looking at Nigeria is that Tinubu is using something, juju, on Nigeria. Because, exactly, the other side when he went to said, I'm using He said it himself. That guy is going to underworld. That is what people don't know. I can't imagine they kill so many, they kill over 100 people during the protest. And Nigeria is still like this.
Well, that one shocked me, dear sister. I won't lie to you.
How
Prior
how
to
many
that,
people did they kill?
how
many people did they kill in Kenya? How many people? You know, in fact, I'm before I left, I was working with First Bank. There are some guys that they will abuse me on First Bank. I said, am I the only one? You know, whenever I hear something like this, anything about Nigeria like this, it just pains me every day. Come and see people on my link, on my WhatsApp, begging for money. Even, you know, a master soldier, he's not maybe he read Yoruba, he read computer science. Computer science was crying aloud. He couldn't take care of their children. You understand?
You know what somebody said, Melody? You know what somebody said to me today? And that touched me. I have to be honest, okay? Somebody said, they were talking about families where the families that depends on a member of the family that is doing Yahoo or Yahoo Plus or something like that, right? So that person now said, there is this family somewhere in Oshogbo. Now, they have, I mean, it's like about 6 or 7 of them in the family, 7 of them, okay? So in this family, the firstborn was trained, supposedly trained medical practitioner. The other one trained accountant. The other one trained this. They shall have professionally trained kids, 4 of them. Now, the last born, okay, that one is a Yahoo boy. And guess what? Guess what? Those ones who are
he's the one feeding,
currently
he's the one feeding all of them.
He's the one taking care of them. So now to the parents, now that one, the one that is doing Yahoo is the productive child. Look at the ones
I tell you,
they
couldn't do
anything tangible doing. That's what Nigeria has done.
Honestly, some people too. In fact, when I migrated to Canada, 2016, I went to somewhere because I did my master's there. So when I went to somewhere, I saw a guy with new CSRV. And I asked, what are you doing here? He said, he's a cleaner. I said, he's a cleaner, really. He said, yes, he's a cleaner, and he's proud. He said, you owns a house. Look at all those people that are doing cleaning road on Nigeria. 15,000. Leaders in Nigeria. Ọmọ wọn ò fi wọn ní ṣe nǹkan rẹ̀ ó ní fi ṣe nǹkan rẹ̀ gbogbo wọn bá ti sọ nǹkan tó jí báyìí gbọ́dọ̀ ló máa rí fún wọn because they have unfortunately wọ́n ṣe ọmọ kan lẹ́nu pẹ̀lú màmá ẹ̀ lórí internet ọmọ yẹn lè ṣó obìnrin ó ń ṣó ìdí ẹ̀ ó ń ṣó gbogbo ara ẹ̀ àmì èdè wà ń bẹ̀.
ẹ rí fídíò yẹn náà mi ò lè wo I don't know, but I also have daughters now. I swear, because the
mother was there. The guy showed the mother. Can you see what they have done Nigerians too?
I said this some time ago. I said one of the problems, and it all started. I won't forget this. It all started, with my generation. When as young as we were, we had to grow up fast. Like we had to grow up faster. We were like in our teenage years, we have been exposed to having to actually fend for ourselves. And I watched my own supposed generation. The girls from my own generation become breadwinners of the family. How could a young girl be a breadwinner? A young girl can be a breadwinner. But I watched some of us become breadwinner, and God
breadwinners as early as in their ages. When I got admission to LASU, 1989, how much was the school fee? 100 naira. 100 naira. And my niece went to Babalola. The father paid 2 million per year. Now they've called her to bar. They asked me what job she's still doing.
What?
It's secretary. She's the secretary.
Possibly it will be the parent that will have to go extra mile to kind of just find out something. Like you spend so much money raising a child, then you still have to try and look for how you are going to get them a job in that same Nigeria.
Pathetic. Look at here. Look at Canada here. If you go to Walmart and you do 1 hour, it's $15. 15 times that is $120 per day.
Yes.
You know what is it in Nigeria? Naira again. I don't understand. What they do Ghana, Naira again is $3. Again in your Friday, again in your Monday, they lost okay. You know, in fact, if I'm not sorrow because man just go for me, you go mama go put na no pay and see what the money. Loleo. Propaganda so you do know that our Russian flag. I want no more. APC no more. I want to plan because I want to you showed them now. Oh, it's not common. You know, I'll just look at some people, innocent as innocence in here. So people want funny, people want say, will be, Nibi Bayi, Ni 5 minutes, photo today, and then just come over by. Moto, that same bus, don't pile it there. Because in 30 minutes, photo has to pile. Ni o son ta when you jade, o ti pile le mefa like baby. Mo wa wo pe ha ta lo sepe fún wa no.
Kilo wa
wo pe to ba lo so to know the same thing. You don't need to say anything. If you apply for a job, you don't need to say, you don't need to near anybody. Nobody needs to sleep with you. You know, I was about government. I did not know anybody. In fact, I got it. Close. More apply with the shit. You know, I don't look at Nigeria. I will not say my niece, every one of them. I want to work on law school. Oh, research. Oh, bara. Girls that you showed. People say, "But don't go to law school. Only kakiri titi. Only to university. So we pass titi." You know what I'm saying? I want to want to. I want to force it. Because my dog is saying, "Oh, they don't have work." So what do we expect them to do? One body or love after pay, also pay, once you pay your work. If that people don't pay your work here, or to buy it, don't want jade. So jade, better. Yes, was better than this, but.
Well, look at all. People say that when you travel abroad, you are no longer as religious anymore. Why would you be so religious in the first place when the prayer point, things where they do prayer points in Nigeria, right? They are just normal things, yeah.
Yes, when you work for somebody.
Go on.
When you work for somebody, you not be praying. On the 15th, you did by 15 months of like as early as surveillance, salary me to work by monthly, go to one account to me. Me ò tí ẹ pé wọ́n ní pé ẹjọ́ sá ẹjọ́ mà ní pé ẹ ti sanwó oṣù fún mi. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn wá lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Graduate wọ́n fún graduate 15,000 Nigeria. 15,000. Kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe nítorí Ọlọ́run? In fact, wọn ò ní ṣoríire.
Thank you so much.
I will be calling valuable. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are expecting in Canada one of these days. God bless you.
I want to come around all those places, right? And very soon.
Yeah, yes, now soon. We are here. You know, when they say in Nigeria, my people are not there.
More money.
My mom, before my mommy died, for my mother's house, my mother's place, 12 kilometers, 10 minutes, Right. My mommy just ran into crisis over the night. He took my brother, Lagos, 4 hours láti Ìjẹ̀dẹ̀ sí Odòńlá, Odòńgíyán. 4 hours. Let me not tell you, to get to mom, doctor to your country to one more to a bad the pay on all that. Doctor Batuwa. Whoa, níjọ́ yẹn ti ní mò ń nọrùn báyìí. Níṣẹ́ ni mo náà pé ọ̀dọ̀ pé kékeré kan tó máa gbé mi dé Nàìjíríà. At the end of the day, we lost.
Situation has gotten to a stage that even your money can't save you. People don't know that. Okay, I say that on this platform all the time. Like, okay, you are struggling to make money. Yeah, go make money. Now you have the money. Nigeria's situation can get you push you to a stage that you realize that even that your money may not save you.
I will come to me maybe last month.
Yes, ma'am.
Mama was hospital. Mama was hospital. Mama one day, one day. Mama, if you come on lower. Bàtà àwọn yẹn ń pè mí àìṣe lára mi kàn ń gbọ̀n ara mi ń gbọ̀n pé ṣé ìlú nìyẹn ṣá ṣé ìlú ni àwọn olórí burúkú kan wọ́n máa bọ́ bá sọjọ́ pé kò lọ sí mítì yẹn ní pé ṣèbé ìwọ̀n ni bàbá yẹn nìkan ṣo that is the best president that we have ó dùn ní ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ o àwọn Jonathan yẹn oníjẹkújẹ dìdì rìn olórí burúkú ẹ̀ ló ti wà sínú wàhálà yìí o ẹ yẹ pé Buhari ló wà níbẹ̀ tí Buhari máa lọ congratulate Jonathan pé win olórí burúkú rẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀ kò struggle àbábàbàrà wa mi báyìí o olórí burúkú rẹ̀
ó sacrifice their time here go maybe this will
happen. This don't happen. ó sáré lọ congratulate olórí burúkú Buhari yẹn. Thank you jare my brother.
Yes,
greet my family for me jare. Thank you.
Take care, ma. All right.
I will. Thank you.
Cheers, ma. So that's that's some heart-to-heart, gist there. And usually when things sounds like that, you see my viewers, they're always like, "Man, you're gonna leave her alone. Let her continue." And I'm like, we're gonna need to take others too. We've got to get others to speak as well. That's how it's gonna go round. Okay. Yeah, there's another caller. Hello there.
Hello, my ego. I made it again.
Sir. How are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you?
Yeah, I can.
Great.
Yeah.
Is that
nice talking to you again?
Yeah. Is that John? Is that you?
Oh, so sure. It's Shane. No, it's not John.
It's not John. I'm sorry, I didn't grasp that the first time. Okay. Who's this, please?
Yeah, my name is Shane.
Shane.
Yeah.
Now I remember you. How you doing, Baba?
I'm all right.
Grand.
I just want to just a quick one. I want to talk about that. The lady, is it the Castina girl? I can't remember her name.
Oh, you mean Musawa? That
Yeah.
Minister of Culture and Arts or something? You mean
She's just been stupid. She actually
it's just all talk. What salad?
Man, she displays so much shame that I'm so surprised that she's schooled in the UK. She don't no form of composure to even express herself. So barbaric. Well, what I just want to point out is she's from the north. Her father is from the north.
Yes.
She's a Muslim.
Yes.
Obviously, she's a Muslim. Have you noticed the rich, the elite in the north don't marry their girls out at the age of 12?
No, they don't.
Has anybody
never.
thought about that?
No, never. They would never
If
do
if they had actually married her out at the age of 12, we probably will not be hearing her today.
No, she will be a wife somewhere. You're right.
Yeah, we won't be listening to her. So the thing is, they are so selective. The elite will always send their kids to school. They're not going to marry out their kids.
No.
Their girls at the age of 12, at the age of 9.
At the age of 9.
They're not going to do that.
No.
But the poor lay their hands on any girl on the street.
They will never send their children to Afas as Almajiri.
Absolutely.
Remember the other one that said that he is Almajiri, that he was raised an Almajiri. Almajiri simply means a student, and the Malam is teacher. But none of them will ever send their children to any of these places, ever.
In Saudi Arabia, there's a young girl that is an astronaut.
That's right.
Do you know in Saudi Arabia, they will never marry their girls? Where they copied all these crazy things from, they will never marry their girls out at the age of 12.
Never.
If they had actually sold her out at the age of 12 to marry one crazy idiot, she will never have the advantage. Sitting on that TV, having us sit back and hear her talk, say crap.
Pure
That's all I have to
hypocrisy.
say. I don't want to say too much.
Chain,
Thank you so much for your
you
time.
have pointed
I
something
appreciate
out there, though, right? And I bet a lot of people watching us as well should ponder on that.
It's
These
horrible.
people
It's
who
horrible.
claim to be Islamic, who claim to be this and that, fighting for the poor, when you look at the way they operate, their children, right, will never be married out at the age of 9.
They will
Never.
never.
Their children always go to school.
Yeah. Each
They're
time I
sure
talk,
of
I
that.
keep telling you, I spent almost like 20 years in the north. You never see the elite.
They won't
have
ever
them-
do that.
They'll sell out. They don't marry their girls out. They sell them out at the age of 12. You never. I'm trying to talk about a girl in Saudi Arabia.
I know.
She's about 20-something years old. She's an astronaut. Like, I think they have married that girl out at the age of 12. She will have the opportunity.
No way. No chance.
Michael, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. We'll talk again next time.
It's
Thank
a
you, sir.
pleasure. You have a good one yourself, okay?
You
Stay
too,
safe,
sir.
man.
Have a good one.
Good
Bye,
one, sir. That's a chain there. I believe it's from New York. If I remember the same chain that I spoke with a while back. Bro, I should have asked you why you are here, okay? But thank you so much for that. I do have a one slot. When I say slot, I mean one single slot to take more call. Look, just one more call. But listen, the Yoruba Union Summit that comes up, that is coming up in 10 days' time, is purely for the Yorubas. And then if you are attending as an observer as well, right, you will still need to kind of buy your ticket to be there. You know, you have to. It is a way of trying to get those who have the time and the interest. Yoruba Union Summit is going to be mainly about those who want to hear what we have in plan. And I kind of promise you that you love it. We haven't had one before. It's not expected to be that busy simply because it's a gated program, okay? But listen, if you have joined Yoruba Union or you want to know more about the Yoruba Union as an organization, right? Let me show you something. So you can go on to www.yorubaunion.org. That's an organization, okay? So if you are a Yoruba and you want to be part of this movement on its own, then you will need to go sign up. And signing up means you have to join. Me, I have joined already. It's okay. So this is our website and this is our community. And if you go onto our community, right, this is where, that's if you join, but you won't be able to really see anything. So we are currently working on, see if you have actually signed up, right, and then you are unable to see anyone, I get you. So for example, if I click on my own personal profile, in fact, let me go click on another person's profile. Now I can see this person. I can see, you know, everything that happens in their own profile if they put anything up, right? But here is something. You can't see that. If you sign up and you are not a paying member, the paying member is just to unlock your own security that allows you to interact with other people right there. Join us and see what we've got, okay? So on there is where you are going to know what are we doing? What have we done? Okay? All those support program we've given out to all the beneficiaries, you're going to come across them on this platform. We are working on that now, right? Also, any future programs that we intend to do either in Nigeria or elsewhere, you have a chance of, you know, volunteering. Yeah, you can volunteer and be part of it too. Now, in all this, right, you need to go check first to see where you kind of fit in. You're going to love it. And it's all coming together, by the way. And thanks to all of us who have become members. I'm a member and I've got my membership number. All of you probably has your code sent to you. That's your number, unique number of being member of the union, okay? It's safe and sound. You know what? Let's leave it at that, okay? So if you intend to support the union summit on your own, make use of that PayPal or that GoFundMe. Whatever you send through is solely going into the program itself. So just add that message that says this for that. Always get it. Thank you so much, everyone, again for your time. And thanks to our members of the union who have already been there, and to those who are still going to be. So we're going to have the union marshal as well, where you have your children, our younger children, right? I'm going to sign on all my children as well. So you sign them up and make them, we call it catch them young. We'll learn more later, okay? Thanks a lot, everyone. I'm back. I'm going to see you tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I'm going to see you tomorrow afternoon, and possibly we can read some books. Thanks for spending your evening with me, okay? I will see you later. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and you have a good night. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò gbẹ́bẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.